Hey guys, how's it going? Kulprit here, and today, yeah, I'm back at Battlefield 3. Why? Because I'm starting to get really anxious to play Aftermath. I'm really missing this game. You see here, this is a warm-up match, first match I've done in a couple weeks now. Unfortunately, I didn't record the beginning. This is my first round. I figured it would be garbage, mess with some settings and things like. And actually, I was going off, and it seems like Black Ops 2 has affected my aim. My aim's definitely off. My recoil control is off because I'm not used to doing that. But my mental quickness and how to think and outflank and just outplay people I feel like I'm running circles around people, which is awesome. I just gotta get my aim around, so I'm just gonna play a lot of TDM, get my game on, and hopefully hit the ground running when Aftermath comes, because I'm hearing nothing but really good things about that. So I'm gonna talk about that at the end. First, what I want to do is I just want to talk about the patch that's coming with Aftermath as well. A lot of PS3 love. They say they're finally gonna fix the input lag again. I mean, they've said that just about every patch, and they've incrementally increased, and helped it, fixed it, I guess. I hesitate to say fixed. They've made it better, but I don't know what this guy was doing. But I still have it on my PS3, so I mean, PS3 is basically unplayable. I mean, hopefully they'll fix it. It'd be nice to be able to jump on there every now and then, if I could. They said they're gonna fix the audio cutting out, which, for you PS3, it's incredibly annoying. I don't have that as much. For me, it's primarily about input lag is my big problem on PS3. But to those of you that the audio just cuts out, I mean, especially in a game like Battlefield 3, you have to have some audio. There's also going to be some weapon balancing. Obviously, the 416, the first shot horizontal recoil is increasing, so that's a little bit of a nerf. The L85 horizontal recoil decreased, so they're making, I think, even more of a laser, easier to control. The AUG, the first shot recoil, the description's off. It says the first shot recoil is slight to increase weapon controllability. So it seems like they were going to say first shot recoil is slightly increased, but then they're saying increased weapon controllability. I like that. The AUG is very controllable, very fast moving, being a bullpup. It should be controllable, frankly. It should be a little lighter hitter in the medium range, but very controllable, very maneuverable. AUG is one of my personal favorites. This is a shout out to my boy Nova. The LSAT is getting a hip accuracy increase to make it more of the mobility LMG. I like that. It should be interesting. The M5K increased horizontal recoil and decreased vertical recoil to quote unquote to focus this weapon as a high damage, low control weapon. That is, to me, that says spray and pray, guys, and that's fine. I mean, we need some weapons like that. And the M5K, I mean, that's what it is. You run in a room, you spray and pray. It seems like they're trying to make a little bit more clear roles for certain weapons. And the UMP, they're decreasing the full auto to differentiate it from the PP2000. I don't really understand this so much. I don't see them both being the same. I don't play either one that much, so I'm not much of an official on it. It's just weird. You're seeing DICE making a lot of tweaks to weapons they just tweaked. But, that's kind of their MO these days, isn't it? There's going to be increased gunship balance for armor kill for those of you that are still playing it. Remove the FLIR, the black and white view, on the main cannon, and it decreased the splash damage radius of the cannon to basically nerf it against infantry a little more. I mean, how many nerfs and tweaks are we going to have to do on this AC-130 before they admit it's a mistake? It ruined armored kill. I still feel that way. There's other issues with armored kill, don't get me wrong, but it's just, I mean, at this point now, we've had so many changes to it. It's just like, come on, guys, admit it's a mistake. It doesn't belong in Battlefield. You guys know how I feel. But yeah, it's not a very big patch, and that's kind of my biggest thing. We wait so long for these patches, and let's be honest, there's a lot wrong with this game still. There's a lot of map glitches and things like that that need to be fixed, and I mean, we may wait months and months and months for these things, and this is all we get. Some balancing, a couple things. I mean, PS3, this could be a big patch for the PS3. That's great. I can't believe it took them this long if they do fix it, but I really would like to see more. I'd like to see a lot more, frankly. But you know what? That's okay. I've played a lot of different games lately, and they have just as many, if not more, problems in Battlefield 3, so it's really good to go home. I'm hearing nothing but really good things about Aftermath. Now, with that said, I'm trying to work on some guys giving me some gameplay footage so I can analyze it a bit more closely and in more detail, post it up to you guys, give you my thoughts. If there's any of you guys out there that are on PS3, you're able to record, whether you have a YouTube channel or not, if you'd like to send me some footage, just hit me up in the comments or private message me. We'll arrange that. I'll use your footage, give you a shout out, absolutely, and yeah, we'll help everybody out. Give me some footage to share with you guys, give you a little bit of a shout out, some exposure. Could be a win-win. With that said, I'm really excited about Aftermath. I've tried to tell myself not to be. I've tried to tell myself take it easy because we don't want to be disappointed again. But this one just seems to be in my wheelhouse. It's urban. It's a lot of cover, a lot of things to duck behind. It's got a mixture of sightlines. It's got very short, obviously close quarters, kicking doors in, gunfights. It's got long sightlines. This is why I use this gameplay. It reminds me, and this is what everybody's saying almost universally, including developers themselves, of Strike at Karkand and the Karkand expansion DLC at large, which I love those maps. To date, it's easily the best DLC they've put out. So if they're going to mimic that again, I think that's a winning formula. Absolutely support that. There's a focus on gunfights. There's a focus on infantry. It's infantry centric, and the vehicles, so from what I see and from what I'm hearing, play a supportive role. And that, to me, I mean, I'm sorry if you guys love armor. You guys know I'm not a vehicle or you know, an aircraft guy. But that's how it should be. I feel like all the armor, all the vehicles should be in a support role to the actual gun v gun infantry combat. That's just, to me, that's the best blend in a game where, you know, it's nothing worse when it's a tank and it's basically indestructible and you got nothing for it, you know. So these don't seem to be as heavily armored. They're the technicals. They're improvised vehicles that, you know, even if guys are in there and they're tearing you up with a grenade launcher or their machine gun, you can shoot the guy out of the truck, which is great. So you might be an assault guy, you might not be able to shoot, like, destroy the vehicle, but you can shoot the guy out of it and neutralize it. And I think that's really cool. Looking forward to that. You know, even things like the crossbow, I have issues with it. I wish they wouldn't have went that way. If they did, there is potential for the crossbow being very useful. It could be a bridge type tool. It could, like, in that same role, give the assault guy, actually give him something he can do against armor. If he's got the crossbow with the explosive tip. Now he's not just naked against armor, you know. So there's potential there for it to be a useful tool. I don't know if I'm going to use, like, if I'm going to put down the med bag or the defibs. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work. In favor of that, probably not, because I'm a team player. But, you know, only time will tell. I'm really excited, guys. I'd like to hear how excited you are. What are you looking forward to? Hit me up in the comments, let me know, and I will work my butt off to get you some footage before it hits PC. But if I don't, when it hits the PC and it's live, you can better believe there's going to be a lot of footage on my channel of Battlefield 3 again. So let me know what you guys are looking for, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care, guys.